Yes, sir.
It's Hot 104.1, Dirty Boys Radio, A+, Todd Dolla Sign is in the building. Beach House EP is in stores right now. Worked with a lot of people on that joint, man. And if you haven't heard, or the joint that's on there featuring Wiz, it's getting a remix with two dudes on there, Drake and Weeknd, right?
Yeah, Weeknd already put out his verse, and then I'm going to take that, and then Drake's giving me a new verse, and I'm going to put those all together and make the remix, you know? It's going to be crazy. Me, Wiz, Drake, Weeknd, and DJ Mustard.
Man, I was wondering why Drake tweeted or nah the other day, and it really makes sense now, clearly, why that happened. But Drake's been an early adopter, or a supporter, I should say, of the movement. Man, I remember he tweeted, like, back in maybe 11 or 2012, he was like, why didn't YG I'm Good get a Grammy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's crazy about that song is that's the first song ever where he went muzzled on the beat, ho. That was the moment that started. Yeah. So that's crazy. And another personal story real quick, man. I was out in LA for the first time, New Year's.
Yeah.
I was at Playhouse when you came out there and did Paranoid. It went up, as y'all say out there, man. It went crazy. Like, talk about like that record right there, which was off the was it off Catch Up first?
No, it was on Beach House 2 first, but I gave it to him because I already knew what it was going to be. I had a feeling, you know, and I'm like, you might as well put it out on yours and me put it out on mine. So if you notice on the Catch Up, the beat is a little different. He switched the drums up, but we ended up going with the version off of Beach House 2. So it was crazy, man. He had gave me that beat. I guess he had also given the beat to T-Fly and a couple other people. And I did like 3 songs to that, but the third one was like the one I knew it. It was just a real life story. It was like a real situation. So it caught on, man, and God is great.
Yeah, man. That's one, like I said, one of my favorite songs of the last year. So, and I would say which version's my favorite. It's the Joe Moses, the OG version.
Yeah.
The verse is hard, man. I know why it didn't get clear. I don't say I know why.
What did you hear, bro?
I would say this. I would say this. I would say it's because people could probably would have a problem with him saying, "Oh, this bitch is bad. He not T.I." Not gonna say like it was the reason, but people probably foresee like, "Oh, that's gonna be a problem."
Yeah, it wasn't that, man. You know, Joe, he was signed to a couple different deals at the time, and I couldn't get his clearance to put it on iTunes fast enough.
Yeah.
So B.O.B. also had did a verse, and a couple other people, but I just went with B.O.B.'s because, you know, that was my favorite verse, and he was also on Atlantic.
Yeah.
It just cleared, you know,
quickly.
ASAP.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, I love Joe's verse, and I wish, you know, we could have.
Did y'all shoot a video for that version and it never came out?
Nah.
Okay, it never happened?
Nah.
Okay, just making sure, man.
Wait, did we?
No.
Yeah, we did. We did.
That's what I thought. I was thinking
I shot it with Alex Nazari.
That's what I thought.
It never came out. I did.
It was just I thought that's what happened, but
yeah.
Man, you know, Todd, you and Joe have a crazy chemistry. Whoop, are y'all doing any more like projects? Are you gonna be on?
Yeah, there's
Free
definitely
TC
gonna
album?
be a Whoop too. I'm gonna be on his. He's definitely gonna be on the Free TC album. I'm gonna be on his project. Trying to work him out a situation right now as well. So, you know, shout out to Joe Moses, the whole AOB.
A Go Girl was a record that was stupid.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah. That was hard, man. Like, you're a real eccentric dude and have different tastes with your music, man. Like, you always quote that you listen to K-Rock in LA when you out there at home and stuff. So, is there anything outside the culture right now that's really, you know, like that you're excited about musically?
I like this girl named FKA Twigs. She's pretty dope. What else? I still listen to a lot of old school stuff. Jay Dilla, you know, all the hip hop stuff. When we was in the car just now, I was listening to Kim Burrell. So I listen to everything that's dope. Period.
You talked about Sublime also recently too.
Oh, yeah,
What
Sublime,
I Got, one of my favorite songs growing up.
Of course, yeah. Sublime 311.
Oh my God, Amber was so fire, man. I played that when I had a girl back in the day. Yo, listen. Fire record. If you don't know about 311, do your homework, do the knowledge, man. Todd Dolla Sign in the building. It's gonna be a great year for the West, man.
Yes, sir.
My Crazy Life dropping March 18th. You're on there. What's the name of that song that you're on?
I'm on the song Sorry Mama. I'm also on the song, I produced the song on there with him and Kendrick called Really Be Smoking and Drinking.
Yeah, I heard that's a standout.
And then this other song called We the Flockers. I played the vocoder on there. I got my Roger and Zapp on, you know. So
okay, that's the one
with all that.
I heard that's the one with TC 4800 where they talk about like how you do a robbery, right?
Exactly.
That's crazy,
yes, yo.
Sir. Talk about how YG My Crazy Life is gonna be like a companion, I think, to Kendrick. How Kendrick gave you the good kid story. Yeah. This the day in the life of a dude who really out there in the streets, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How does it sound to you? When he played it back for you, like what was your thoughts?
The album is crazy, bro. I was proud of my bro. I wasn't there the whole time to like oversee it, but like just from them being around me from the Tooted and Booted days, they learned it, you know what I mean? And like the album sounds amazing from like 1 to whatever, I think it's like 14 and 15. But every single song is banging. Shout out to Mustard, YG, they did their thing, Terrace Martin, everybody that was involved.
For sure, man. Talk about the songwriting career right now, man. You got Loyal out there right now. You wrote that joint, a couple other records you've written. You know what I
wrote the first verse and the hook on Loyal for Chris Brown. He wrote his own second verse, and you know Wayne and there's a couple different remixes, but they got Wayne, French, Tyga, and Too Short on there. So they all did their verses, and that song came out crazy. It was really for me and my homie Bobby Brackens, but they ended up, somebody played it for Chris and he cut it, and you know Chris is the homie, so of course I let him get it, and you know that song is taking off. So man, it's just blessing after blessing for me right now, man. And I'm just thankful.
That's something that happens. I don't say a lot, but it happens frequently in the game. Like I know Kid Ink was telling the story about how Show Me came together. It was like him and T-Fly was working on the record, and like you know Chris being a bigger artist, it made more sense to get him on the record. Like talk about, is there other guys like you and T-Fly that's out there really working behind the scenes right now as well as getting like talk about that side of the game, because a lot of people out there in LA making music.
I don't know if it means that you know it made more sense for what's the name to get on it. I think they just probably always wanted to do a song together or whatever, and it just worked out like that. But like, most of us that, even Chris wrote me a song on Beach House too that got my heart. Okay. He wrote my verse and everything. So we all trade back and forth just depending on what the song sounds like, you know? For sure
that, man. So Free TC, we can expect that sometime in the summer.
Yes, sir.
For sure. That's dedication to your brother who's locked up right now.
Yeah, he's locked up, and a bunch of my other homies and people that aren't even my homies that I don't know that are locked up for something that they didn't do and just get forgotten about and washed up. So I'm just gonna bring awareness to that, and I'm gonna definitely stack up that bread and give my brother a nice lawyer, you feel me?
For sure that, man. Who else can you watch out for from Pusha Inc., the label, like TC 4800, Reem Riches, RJ, who else?
Yeah, RJ, like you said, TC 4800, Reem Riches, myself, DJ Mustard's got an album coming out, Catch Up 2, and like you said, YG, March 18th, My Crazy Life.
That's going to mean a lot for the coast, man. I'm really excited about our YG album. Like, people have been seeing this new West movement come up, but now you got guys like Kendrick and Schoolboy and YG and Nipsey.
Beautiful, man.
It's like, think back like 5 years ago when Tooted and Booted first popped off, like that wasn't happening, right?
It wasn't. You had the jerk movement, and you had the New Boys. They were like the first people to pop it off for us, so I give it up to them. And then after that, we came in and just brought it back to the gangsterisms.
Took it back to the hood one time.
So, you know, that's what it is.
And now the radio showing love crazy out there in LA.
Man, God is great. All over the whole country, man. It's like everywhere I go now, you hear this whole little West Coast segment. Like, I used to be like the South segment, or back when New York was going. So it's great just to see all of us doing our thing, man. For sure. All I'm gonna say.
Get that Beach House EP in Best Buy right now if you want that physical version. Of course, you just get it on your phone, you know, iTunes or whatnot. Yo, shout to IG, the Twitter, all that right now, bro.
Yo, man, it's Ty Dolla Sign at TYDOLLASIGN. The website is dollasignworld.com. Make sure you check me out. Go get the merch. Go get the CDs. Go see the videos. You feel me? And find out all my tour dates and show up, man. And we gonna turn up.
There it is, man. You heard it. It's Hot 1041.
For real.